What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 185. There's levels to this. If my voice sounds horrible, it's because I'm recording this directly from my Asus ROG Ally. So this screen right here that you're seeing is the Asus ROG Ally, and I'm even using the mic on the Asus ROG Ally. So I wanted to talk about the battle that I see a few people mention, but not too many people really dig deep and talk about it. That Xbox is about to take on, whether you want to admit it or not. They're about to take on this battle. And I'm coming from the perspective of a gamer that has loved Game Pass, and I see the value on Game Pass, and I still believe that Steam is a better experience, which is insane. And as I think about it, seems illogical, but I'm going to explain to you why, for someone like me, the experience on Steam matters a lot. So, as far as we know, as far as we can tell, what Xbox is about to come out with is a console slash PC experience, or PC slash console experience. I would probably, if they execute correctly, it should be something to what people say the Steam Deck is, which is it's PC gaming, but it's very, very, very console like, feels like a console. Xbox has to try to execute that type of UI, that type of experience for its current customer base to move it that way, right? And to give PC gamers that are already on PC a reason to want to go ahead and move their next Xbox route. Now, for the most part, everyone believes that Xbox will go ahead and bring an update to the Windows platform everywhere. So you'll essentially be able to get that Xbox experience on whatever current PC you have now. So the belief is, for instance, for me on this Asus ROG Ally, I wouldn't have to upgrade to the ROG Xbox Ally because that UI will eventually come through as a patch or something for all of these devices. That's what people are believing. The reality is we don't know. If I was Xbox and I want you to buy an Xbox PC, that UI would be tied to that Xbox PC. The same way that Steam did it for a while, but on PC, remember, there's different people figure out different ways, and there was Bazite that came out. Now today, Steam releases its OS to everyone, so you can go ahead and download the Steam OS and apply it to your PC if you wish, and you don't have to use Bazite. You can use the real Steam OS. So Xbox would have to do something similar like that. But the battle that Xbox is going to have is against Steam. Selling games, if you're already using a PC, the argument of, well, I'm going to buy it on Xbox so I could play it on my console and on PC. Well, if you buy it on Steam, you're going to be able to get that copy on your console and on your PC, anyways. And that's why I think Xbox is going to have a problem because if this is what they're gonna compete with Steam as far as UI go, and all I'm gonna use is big picture mode. This is Steam's big picture mode, and I am literally it is so easy and intuitive to navigate that I am surprised that Xbox, which is the leader in Windows, right, doesn't already have something similar to this. There are many other UIs out there that you can go ahead and download that, or many other launchers that you can download that consolidates all your gaming library and stuff like that. Better than Steam because you can add games to Steam. You just can't add every game. Like I know it's difficult to add Xbox games to Steam, but this is the issue that I see. Okay, I am already used to this UI. I'm already used to Steam. I have one of my back paddle buttons as the Xbox button for my Asus ROG Ally, so I don't need a ROG Ally with an actual Xbox button. I just hit it and this pops up. I can go to my library. I already have the access to hit my bumpers and go through. Look how smooth this is, guys. I go to my installed games. I can go to my collections. I can also go to my friends in chat. Shout out to my dude ISO, right? I can see who's online. I could go ahead and see my chat. Like this already exists. And then if I want to go ahead and see my profile, there I am. I can see my profile. There's just so many things. All I'm doing straight from big picture mode. I have my community uh board, right? I could go ahead and type. Look at this. Xbox. I messed up. Xbox has two. And then see what my people say. Compete with Steam. Don't think they can. Don't think they can. And there it is. And boom, just posted that to my community thread. These are the type of things that you can do on Steam that Steam already has in their big picture mode. I can go ahead and look at my media, anything that I've, down screen recorded. I can go ahead and look at my downloads, right? I can go to my settings, right? Like all of this from big picture mode. And if I want to shut this down, I could shut this down completely as well, all straight from big picture mode. This is what Xbox has to compete with. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if they could do it better than Steam already. And like I said, I already have Steam. I already have this community. I like buying games on Steam better. Here's South of Midnight. Now, don't get it wrong. I still do love Game Pass, but that's the issue that Xbox is having right now that I see they're gonna have to overcome. The issue I have is I don't know if they can. I don't want to sign out. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize Steam. Now that was just big picture mode. The Asus ROG Ally itself has this button here that I've been pressing, the command center, which lets me adjust a whole bunch of settings here on the fly, which is really nice. And it can also let me shut down the system from here, which is really nice. But the Asus ROG Ally also has this, which is the Armoury Crate. And with Armoury Crate, right? I'll show you guys the main page. I have all my games on here. Okay, all my games are on the Armor Crate. Okay, if I want to see all the platforms, I could go to all the platforms. They're on here as well, right? I have my settings up here where I could change all this stuff, right? So there's something else Xbox has to compete with is okay, are you going to do it better than Armory Crate? Now here's the reality. Beating Armory Crate shouldn't be difficult because this thing is bare bones, as you can see. So beating Armory Crate, I'm not too worried about. What I am worried about for Xbox is how do you beat Steam big picture mode? If I click on the Xbox app and I launch it, as of right now, this is all we have is this here. And even though I can control this with my controller, there is no it's not the same as how it was on Steam where I could go to my community chat seamless, right? Because even right here, if I go ahead and I go to chat and let's say I want to talk to this guy here in chat that left me a soliloquy, this is it. This is where it dies. No keyboard, no nothing. There's nothing I could do right now. Nothing I could do. See? That's a problem. If I want to search for a game, nothing I could do. I literally have to manually bring up the keyboard, which is a hotkey on my Asus ROG Ally that you have as one of the back paddles and up. And then I could go ahead and search a game if I wanted to, right? Like Starfield or whatever, right? But it's not doing it like Steam was doing it, right? I had to do it with the mouse and keyboard, with the mouse and keyboard function of the Asus ROG Ally. Long story short, Xbox has a lot of work ahead of it to make this viable, to make this I guess usable, and I am hesitant to fully give them my faith completely. And I'm okay being wrong. I'm okay with the Xbox Ally coming out and it being better than Steam OS, it being better than Steam Big Picture Mode. I'm okay with that answer if that is what happens. I just I just I just don't see it. And just having a slightly better game bar is not enough. The sales on Steam are more than sufficient, are more than enough that if you wanted to leave Game Pass, you would be all right. I promise you would. But it's going to be really dependent on what Microsoft does. So let's see. I'm rooting for Microsoft, right? Because they are going the PC route, and I like PCs now. I really enjoy what I've been able to experience gaming on PC. But I'm not a fool either. If my current PC gaming experience is better than that of what Microsoft is bringing to the table, then I have no real reason to leave or to move or to upgrade to one of those systems. Maybe I'll wait for the regular Ally to come out and I'll get that instead of the Xbox version. You guys let me know what you guys think. Let me know what hurdles you see might be going up against Xbox with this. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.